My review of the Doors album, The Soft Parade. It was released in 1969 and produced by Paul Rothchild. So this was the first Doors album that I ever got that wasn't a greatest hits album. And I don't specifically remember where I got it from. It would have been sometime around probably late summer 2007. I do remember I'm pretty sure I remember bringing it home and listening to it, and I remember shortly after I got it. But I thought I remembered when I went to the store and got it, and then I was thinking about it, and I'm I really can't specifically remember which store I found it in. At the time, when I had first went to get into the Doors, all I could find was a greatest hits album, and then later I went to some store and I found this, and I think I found a couple other CDs at the time. The reason I picked the Soft Parade was actually because so I had seen the Doors movie at that time, and there's a little the beginning part of the song "The Soft Parade" is played in that movie, but not the whole song, and I really liked that beginning part, and so I'm I got to hear the rest of that song because I hadn't heard it yet. And also this one, it had the least songs on it from the greatest hits that I already had. I think it really only had "Touch Me" on there. As I go through, I'll see if there was another one, but I can't think of anything else on here that from this album that was on the greatest hits. It's a lot of people's least favorite Doors album. They were, I think, having more trouble writing songs. Jim was starting to drink more around this time. They added a bunch of orchestration to it, which some people don't like. I think it's really cool. And so a lot of different stuff on this album. They started splitting up the songwriting credits between Robbie and Jim instead of giving them to the whole band because Jim was unhappy with the lyrics of one of the songs. So yeah, a lot of people don't like this album. I've always really liked it. There are days when this is my favorite Doors album. It's probably my most listened to Doors album just because of how long I've had it. But yeah, I've always loved this album. The album opens with "Tell All the People." This one is credited to just Robbie. And it's the song that Jim had the problems with the lyrics. I think it's the line about "get your guns" that he didn't like. So that just gets credited to Robbie. And I think it's a pretty strong album opener, really. To me, the Doors aren't a band that has a lot of really great album openers. I mean, if I was ranking them all, I think this one would be pretty high up because I don't dislike any of their opening tracks, but none of them are amongst my favorite songs on the albums. The second track, "Touch Me," is also by Robbie. This was the one I was familiar with the most going into this album from the greatest hits, and I always liked this one. It's weird because on the greatest hits, I really didn't think about the orchestration and think that much about how it sounded different from the other songs at the time. I just kind of was another Doors song that was on there. So as far as the orchestration and stuff goes, I pretty much like it on all these tracks. And also the band's playing it, I think is really great on this album. You don't hear Robbie as much, I don't feel on some of the songs because of the orchestration. But Densmore just really kicks ass on this album, I think. His playing on this album I've always really loved. And I think Ray's playing on here is really good as well. And Jim, for all his issues, I think he sounds really good. I think his performances on all the Robbie songs are pretty good, even though he might not have been happy with some of the lyrics. It doesn't sound like it to me. I think he sounds fine. The third track, "Shaman's Blues," is the first one credited to Jim. This one I've always really loved. Probably my favorite track on the album, really, other than, well, I don't know, it's probably tied for my favorite track on here. But it's got some really cool guitar from Robbie. Always loved Densmore's drums in it. The piano part's really cool. Just a really, really neat song. Jim's vocal's great. Fourth track, "Do It," is by Robbie and Jim. And this has always kind of been pretty easily my least favorite song on the album. The chorus I think is kind of repetitive and boring, but I mean the rest of it, I don't know. It's got a lot of playing from the band that I like, and it is it's not a bad song. It just it just kind of just listen to the children over and over again. So that one's always been my least favorite track, but I don't dislike it. It's just not one of my favorites. Fifth track, Easy Ride, is by Jim, and this one I like. Fast song. I think Jim's vocal's good. I don't have a lot to say about it, but I've always liked Easy Ride. Sixth track, Wild Child, is one that took a while to grow on me, but now it's a favorite of mine. It's another Jim song. It's got some really cool guitar in it from Robbie, which, like, the more and more I think about it, I was kind of wrong to say that the orchestration distracts from Robbie, because really he's got, like, great guitar all over this album. But yeah, that one I've always liked. I like it more now. When I first kind of got this album, that one really wasn't a favorite of mine, but it has been for a long time now. The next track, Runnin' Blue, another Robbie Krieger song. This one he sings a little bit in the chorus, which I don't know how good of an idea that was, but no, I like the part where he sings now. I've kind of gotten used to it. I mean, at the time I thought it was cool just to be like, oh, that's what Robbie sounds like. Kind of weird, but okay, that's cool. So yeah, I don't know, this track, I've always liked Runnin' Blue. I've always thought it was catchy. Jim's part where he sings is great. Robbie sounds really funny when he sings, but it kind of fits in, and I've always liked that part now. So yeah, Runnin' Blue has always been a highlight to me. I've always liked that one a lot. Next, the eighth track, Wishful Sinful, kind of slow Robbie song with a lot of orchestration, and I love this one as well. Just a great song. Jim sounds great on it. Love Densmore's drums on it. Just another highlight for me. And then the ninth and final track is The Soft Parade by Jim. And I love The Soft Parade. It took me a while to get into it because I was hoping the whole song would be like that beginning section with just Jim and like the piano part. And then when it switched and the band comes in and stuff, that part kind of threw me when I initially heard it, but now I love it. The whole thing is just such a weird song with all the different sections and stuff, and it's like 10 minutes. To me, this is my favorite of their big, long, epic songs. I think When the Music's Over is close, but this one beats it by just a little bit because just how weird all the different parts are. And that first part, still, that like the first part where he starts singing with the piano, it's one of my favorite moments from any Doors song ever. It's just I don't know, it's the melody is really cool, and it's just kind of dark and creepy sounding with the whatever key thing Ray's using. So yeah, The Soft Parade, one of my favorite title tracks by the Doors, one of my favorite Doors songs, definitely my favorite long Doors song. And as far as bonus tracks go, on this album it has Who Scared You, which I think is by Jim and Robbie, and Whiskey Mystics and Men, which I don't know who that's by, but I like both of those. I think they're both good bonus tracks. And it's got some other stuff that's not as essential, some other takes of Touch Me and kind of a jam, but for those other two bonus tracks, it's kind of cool to get the bonus tracks. So yeah, The Soft Parade, a lot of people don't like it. I love it. I think the orchestration's great. I think the songs are great. One of my favorite Doors albums. And I like how different it sounds from some of the other ones. And I don't know, any album that has the title track of this album is just a great album. So definitely check this one out, but I wouldn't start here with the Doors because it is pretty different than most of their other things. But I don't know, to me it's just mainly different from the orchestration, but the songs are still Doors songs.